Well, hello everybody. Today I'll be talking about me as a learner and my learning processes. Learning has been a really important issue for humankind throughout history. It has led the human race to evolution and currently empowers people all over the world by giving them the tools to continue evolving. In my personal case, learning is really important as it opens new doors day after day. It shows me how can I approach new challenges and opens my eyes to see capabilities I did not know I had. It has also helped me to picture myself at different levels: personal, professional, and academic. Learning has given me the opportunity to discover strengths and weaknesses during my whole process. I really feel as an insecure person when it comes to cognitive matters. Due to that, learning can be kind of difficult sometimes. This really affects me as a woman, teacher, and student because it makes my processes slower and could stop me from doing my daily duties with celerity, which is what I really prefer: achieve my goals in a fast way. Even so, I have strengths that I discover while the learning process in my life is going on. I can now see how the only thing to learn anything I want is to start, which, I must say, was a weakness, as I was a procrastinator. But in this new learning process my master's degree represents, that is turning to an advantage because I have noticed that once I start, I complete the process no matter what. To fulfill my goals in any of the three aspects of me as a person, I always manage to find information I need. However, I'm not a fan of the library yet, but I have learned to read with the resources the internet has. Almost anything I need to know is contained there. I have to say that I am so into YouTube tutorials and also that I could be labeled as a Google search follower. Well, along the different learning processes I have been through, motivation has been a key element to keep things going on. There has always been a sparkle to start and to look at when feeling depressed, disappointed, or tired. But something that has consistently been with me is the desire of being better than before, of knowing more than yesterday. That is why I want to keep learning, because the more I learn and the more I do to learn, the more I grow. Keep learning is one of my goals. Nevertheless, planning is not one of the things I better do. I have improved at this since I started being the head of the English department at my school. My calendar is always updated with things to do at work, and for the masters as well. But many unforeseen things come up, and that is where my calendar gets upside down. I am still struggling with this because I need to stop prioritizing what is urgent over what is important. I really need to improve my short and long term management skills. Even when I recognize the progress I have, I always try to do things on time, but lack of this last element gets me to be on a rush and stressed. I try not to affect my family with this, but sometimes it seems to be impossible. There is when I stop, sleep, or go out for a walk to calm down and continue doing what I need to do with a quiet mind, which ends up being easier than with a stressed one. In this doing process, errors and mistakes are present. Still, I have learned to see them as opportunities to approach them with a growth mindset has been helping me a lot, and to avoid also leaving my projects halfway. It is when my skills to solve problems have increased because changing from a fixed mindset to a growth one has helped me to change from having a loser perspective to be more a solver, trying always to get over the troublesome situations and looking for welfare situations where I would possibly need to work with others, generating collaborative environments. This last I have learned from my year and a half of experience being the leader of an 18 teachers department. Many things cannot be solved or developed individually. Teamwork is needed. And I think one of the things that has helped me to be a good head for the department is my ability to listen to others, analyze their proposals, and articulate them to have good results, and because I can see my team members' abilities as well as their weaknesses and assign them suitable tasks according to them. I have to admit I wouldn't be a good leader if I had not had to go through failure experiences and to mirror myself into them. Now I have a higher efficacy perception of myself, which helped me out dealing with unfamiliar or uncomfortable situations, managing to be more resilient and to have the belief of what I am doing is really worth it, especially when achieving personal, professional, and academic goals. I need that motivation to keep going. At this point, believing in my own capabilities is the key to succeed and to avoid abandoning any kind of project. One of the things I have been into lately is technology. I have to say that I'm not the most skillful person when it comes to technology, and I have discovered that with this task especially, but my ability to learn things and to discover procedures has been an advantage. Taking online courses, some unfinished, has not only taken me to learning new things in the comfort of my house, but also to develop certain level of autonomy. Due to the lack of the figure of a present teacher, I have had to take the control of my processes to succeed. As I mentioned before, two of the tools I use the most are not the library, but YouTube video tutorials and Google information. I do believe in those as a tool to solve almost any kind of online problem while guiding any person in the way of learning and autonomy, as they have done with me.